Good afternoon. I am with James, Brian and Dan, otherwise known as the Three Musketeers from this point onwards. We are heading off to start the Western Arthurs Traverse, weather pending. We're starting in the afternoon, so today we're just walking to Junction Creek, and I'll give you a look along the way. The track so far has been really easy to follow. I just want to show you the view. I'm a little bit worried. The sign says turn around here if you're not prepared for a difficult walk. I've got these three with me, so yeah, maybe I do need to turn around. We have about 1 kilometre to go till we reach Junction Creek. We have made it to Junction Creek camp, and these guys are just creating a little bit more space. Get the tents up. And this is the toilet at Junction Creek camp. It's day 2. It has rained a little bit overnight, and we are just leaving camp now to head up the mountains. Just still making our way up the mountain. Hasn't been so bad. Slowly getting there. Not too bad getting up to the top. It was steep, but it wasn't too slippery or muddy. So we're going to have a quick snack break here. Seems like a good spot. 3 hours 20 to get to here. Pretty good. Couldn't help myself and climbed on the rocks just to give you a look. How cool does it look? So glad to be up here. It is stunning. We've just come to an intersection. We're going to drop our big packs here because we will be climbing Mount Hayes, which is one of the Abels. And this is it. This is the summit of Mount Hayes, the first able for us to climb on the Western Arthurs Traverse. It's pretty specky from up here, I must say. Everywhere you look here is just stunning. Check out that. And we have almost reached Square Lake. How stunning is that? We're camping down there tonight. We weren't able to find any decent camp spots at Square Lake, but since we've got still 4.5 hours of daylight, we decided we'll just push on to Oberon. So at the top of that ridge, it branches out to 2 more Abels, so we're just on our way to Mount Sirius because we're up here. And we have done it. We have reached the summit of Mount Sirius. Happy about that. One more to go today. And down there is Lake Oberon, where we'll be camping. And we are nearing the summit of our last Able for today, Mount Orion. We've reached the summit of Mount Orion. I think it's fair to say it's been a really long day today. I think we're on 11 hours and we're just getting closer to where we're camping, which is Lake Oberon. Oh boy, I can't wait to get there. Good morning, it is day 3 and we are packed up ready to go. We spent last night at Lake Oberon. Our group is getting smaller today, some are going back and some are moving on. I'm moving on, so heading up to Highmore. And this is our track. A little bit of climbing today. We're still just trekking along. Today's hiking has involved a bit of climbing and pack hauling. It's been quite physically tough and demanding, but nothing too atrocious. Gotta love it when the rock can is just sitting out on the ledge. Yeah, cool. So we have Highmore. And just coming up here, look at this. How amazing does it look? That's stunning. See over there. Around. It's a beautiful day. Campsite. It's actually quite a decent size. There is quite a few platform areas. Not much water here. There is a little stream down there, but it's not much. But it's super pretty here. Good morning, we are at Highmore. It is day 4 and we are up ready to go, heading past Haven Lake today, hoping to do the Abel and camp at Lake Serena. I'll give you a look as we head along. So first thing up this morning, we are heading down here. Kind of steep drop. Just tracking along, and that's the track. Still just trekking along. Just come down there and we're now heading up Mount Taurus, which is our last mountain before Haven Lake. We haven't really done much pack hauling, only once this trip, but for this part I've just climbed down. We need to use the rope to get the packs down because I couldn't get down with the pack on. I did try, and then I got a bit scared. So I had to climb back up, leave the pack, climb back down, and now we're going to pass them down with the rope. So we made it into Haven Lake, and we've had a nice late lunch. And now we're going to head on up the mountain to have a go at summiting Aldebaran, which is another Abel. On our way up towards summiting Aldebaran. So we are almost at summit of Aldebaran. Ran into a man named Matt who advice for us was to keep to the left, which is pretty good advice, although we've got the GPX track. There's lots of cairns that go off to the right, kind of pulling you the other way. So yeah, if you're heading up Aldebaran, remember to keep to the left. We made it to the summit of Aldebaran. Check out the view. It's starting to cool off, which is handy. Still got a little bit more walking to do today, so I'm loving that it's a bit cooler. So we've made it back to our big packs after summiting. We're just popping them on now, and we're going to keep heading along, hoping to make Lake Serona. It's only about another 800 metres, but as you can see, we've got to go up part of that. So we'll see how we go. So I tried to wedge my bag in that gap there because there's a little bit of a climb down. Unfortunately, my bag kept going, probably why I should have used the rope. Went all the way down. It's down, you might be able to just see it down there. Cool. And we made it to Lake Serona, and I'm set up in my tent. This is tonight's camp spot. This stunning view, and last night out here, walking out tomorrow. Good morning, it is day 5, our last day. We've woken up at Lake Serona where we camped, and we are walking out today, so I'll give you a look along the way. So our last mountain to summit is Mount Scorpio, and we're just heading up to the summit now. It's just off the side of the track. We have reached the summit of Mount Scorpio. It's a pretty incredible view. So now it's time to walk down and out. Long day walking. Hopefully it's not too hot. Western Arthurs, what an absolute treat. I've loved every single minute of it. And now we are heading down here. So we don't actually learn, is what we have learnt. And Dan's just had his bag roll down as well. So that's good for us, we've done well. So we are still just trekking along. We've still got probably 17 kilometres or so to do today. So keep walking. So we've done the shortcut and we are now back on the normal track. Beautiful view here of the Western Arthurs. We have about 7 kilometres to Junction Creek. And we made it to Junction Creek Camp, and we're just having a bit of a rest here in the shade by the creek prior to starting our last bit of walk out. So we've got about 8.7 kilometres to go and about 200 of elevation. So hopefully we'll be back at the car in a few hours. And the track has dried up a fair bit, but there is a fair bit of mud still about. Never has the car park been such a good sight, and we've done it. Western Arthurs complete. Woo!